You could be being mindful of the people that come into your life, come into your energy. You're very skeptical, very judgmental, but you're just being judgmental because you're being careful of the people that approach you because you don't want to be used, whether it's for your beauty or your money. Or I feel like you have been used before. You could be very beautiful, you could be very successful, very educated, very intelligent. You could own your own business, and there could be people that come towards you that want to be a part of your success. These people don't really love you, they don't really care about you, they just want you for what you have. And you could be protecting your energy from that. So you're being mindful of the people that approach you, you're being a good judge of character, you're being hypersensitive to the people that approach you. It's like your discernment is on point because you don't want to be used and abused again for what you have. Yeah, this is the path that you're on. You could be traveling this path by yourself because you had to let go of some people from the past. And sometimes, it's hard to travel this journey alone because you want somebody to give your heart to, you want somebody to love, you want somebody to love you. But it's like now it's more than just love. It's more than just romancing me and telling me that you love me. I want to see who you are, where you come from, your character, your background, how you treat your mama. Is your daddy there? Do you have children, and how do you treat those children? Because it's like you're going deeper, more in depth into a person's character than just them romancing you and coming in like some knight in shining armor, and they're really a bum. And it's like, why should you have to settle for less because people want to come to you and use and abuse you? You could also be being led by this person's thoughts. Like this person could actually have some kind of control over your mind. But I don't really feel like it's a bad thing. Because when I say they have control over your mind, it could be because of your experiences with them. It caused you to think differently when it comes to partnerships. So it's like they could be controlling that part of you because of that experience is helping you to make better decisions. But this person could be also controlling you in some other kind of way because this person could still be bothering you in some kind of way here. But they're in the background. Whether it's them projecting thoughts to you, or this person could just be trying to fill your head up with a bunch of nonsense here. Whatever this person is doing. But I feel like you're not paying this person any attention. You know the deal. If they are even saying anything to you, because it could just be thoughts that you're having. Like this person could be in your head because you're not forgetting what you went through with them and what they did to you. This is a classic case of somebody learning from their mistakes here. You could be thinking about all the things that this person told you as well to romance you, and paying attention to see if the next person that comes along is saying anything similar. Because it's like, I'm not falling for that again. We have Moon. Look at this. Marrying for money, passive aggressive, PTSD. Yeah, you could be paranoid about people coming into your energy and taking from you. This person gave you PTSD. What is this hanging out at the bottom of here? We have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, but you're moving on. You're gaining stability. It's like you're moving on from this heartbreak. It's like you're moving on from this heartbreak, but you're not forgetting. And you could be picking and choosing wisely who you give to, who you give your energy to, who you give your time to. You also could be considering looking at how a person dresses and how they, like I said, carry themselves, their background. You're being picky with who you choose here. It's like you're ignoring some, because you could have a lot of suitors here. You're ignoring some and giving to others, but you're taking your time. You're not going to really rush into a relationship, rush into marriage. I don't, to be honest, I don't understand why people get married nowadays anyway. There's no benefit in it. All it does is give permission for somebody to take from you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if that person doesn't have anything, but some people, us women, when we're young, we're like, oh, I want to get married one day and I just want to have a family and this and that. Why? Why? You know what I'm saying? Because that right was this established by man. It wasn't established by God. When God says that we're married through intercourse, not through contracts and agreements and all this kind of stuff like that. That's us that's wanting that. That's humans that's wanting that. And it was really created to dominate the other person, to dominate women, the lack of women's rights, and it gave somebody permission to say she's mine and I can control her and she's going to do what I say. That's what I feel. That's why the woman gives her maiden name up and gives and takes on the masculine's name. It's about control. That's all it is. It's about control. Show me moon. The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, maybe in the past you were very naive about a situation. You could have been very innocent. You trusted a lot of people because you didn't know. It's like you didn't have a lot of experience with. I'm not going to say you didn't have a lot of experience with people, but it's like you're the type that had your head in the books. So you didn't have time to be getting to know people and stuff like that. You were too busy establishing your stuff, and you could have had friends and everything, but when it came to deep-rooted relationships, you could have been kind of on the surface and you didn't know too much about it. And that's why this person was able to take advantage of you, but because of your innocence. But you've changed. It's like, I'm grown up now. I know what to look for. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, you could have a lot of people watching you, a lot of suitors that want to get in your energy for. I'm not going to say all of them want to take from you. Some of them could just want to get with you because you look good, or because you're interesting. You know what I'm saying? But you're taking your time. Maybe you actually have a lot of people that you're seeing. You're not just narrowing it down to one person. It's like, I want to see what's out there. I'm not going to just easily commit myself to anybody. Show me marrying for money. Yeah, there was a lot of chaos and confusion and stress, fighting, arguing, belittling, or look at this picture. In this picture, it's like you're the one in the red dress. You could be fighting off men and women that are trying to approach you. These combative energies coming towards you. These people offering contracts and relationships and friendships and binding agreements to you that you really don't even have to enter into for love. calling these contracts and agreements love, but they're not. And you could have been passive aggressive in the past. You let a lot of things slide because you were naive. We have the Fool card, Six of Pentacles, the Devil. We have the Fool card, the Six of Pentacles, the Devil, and Eight of Wands. All of these fell out here. You're no longer being you're no longer being a fool for love, taking risks, being adventurous, letting people sweep you off your feet. You've moved out of that energy. To be honest, I feel like now you could be being considered to be narcissistic because you're so adamant about your ways. Like, I'm not letting anything slide. And I always say that narcissists are never born, they're created. And you could be a bit narcissistic because you want your way, and you could be still a little paranoid. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's like, this is the way I am now. But just don't try not to. I mean, all I can say is try not to go too overboard with it, with being toxic. You don't want to become what you escaped from. Show me PTSD. Yeah, because you had it your head in the clouds before, and it caused you post-traumatic stress syndrome. Show me narcissist. You're going to make sure that it's an equal give and take, too. Oh, boy. You could be seeking some kind of revenge as well. Because, like I said, this person is controlling your thoughts here. Free yourself of this energy. Because I feel like you should, of course, learn from this past experience. But I don't feel like you should let this person control your every move. Like, you could have some kind of bitterness here that you need to let go of, because all it's going to do is age you and stress you out. And now you're going to look like the bitch. You know what I'm saying? But, that's what people want you to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be seeking for payback. It's like, I'm going to get something out of this. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you should just keep being yourself and set your boundaries and everything. But don't be bitter, because I feel a little bit of bitterness in here. And I don't feel like you've completely allowed the bitterness to control you, but it's getting to that point because you need to release something here. But you can still show love and compassion, but just don't allow your love energy to control you. And you don't have to let this narcissistic energy control you. But I mean, you do what you want. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? It is your life that you're living. But I mean, who needs the stress? You know what I'm saying? Who needs the stress of being narcissistic? Because narcissists are typically pretty high strung people. Show me narcissist. I mean, I always say, yeah, this is a decision you made here to become this narcissist. But I always say that people have their own choices, but we listen to tarot readings for advice, right? For guidance. I mean, yeah, we do listen to it for entertainment purposes only, because it is entertaining. But I mean, we can take advice from those readings as well. If we feel like those situations could apply to those discerning decisions could apply to our lives. But yes, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. But I mean, I do like to give advice. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with a narcissist before as well, and I try not to let that make who I am. I still give my love and my compassion, but I am very adamant about who comes into my life, and I'm setting boundaries, and I'll cut people off in a heartbeat, family, friends, whoever. So I understand, but just to make sure it's not making you bitter. You're not doing these things out of bitterness. But like I said, it's up to you. Show me narcissist. That energy still hasn't come out yet. And maybe the narcissist still hasn't come out yet. You could be trying to avoid being a narcissist, so you could actively working on yourself, or you're saying you're not dealing with any more narcissists. I see an arc in the word narcissist. You could be rising above these narcissists. Wow. Yeah, because you could be stressed out and you don't want to deal with something like this again, but you're very magical at this time, and you're very creative, and people see this in you. People see who you are. It's like, as soon as, look at this, and the fifth house, you're very creative. You're very creative when it comes to love as well. Maybe you're creating some kind of love stories. Let me see. Like writing romance novels, or you could be reading romance novels. Show me fifth house. The Wheel of Fortune. Or you gave up on this. Maybe you gave up. You're letting this go. You're closing out this cycle of doing something you were doing for creativity here. But I feel like maybe you're putting your creativity in something else, because whatever this is, you're letting it go, or you just could be giving up on love. Because you're like, I refuse to deal with any more narcissists. And that's what the world gets. They're losing me because I'm not giving my energy to that anymore. I don't blame you. And these things take time, you know? Yeah, because you feel like you lost. Wow. This emotional abuser took a lot from you. And you're refusing to deal with something like that again. Yeah? I mean, hey, just don't let it make you bitter, you know. But as far as marriage is concerned, I don't feel like people should get married anymore anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever you have goes to them. And it's like, no. I've been married to a narcissist before, and he was the breadwinner, and he would like take everything from me. If I didn't do what he wanted me to do, he would shut me off from the world and just close out the bank accounts, and or take the money out the bank account, stuff like that, you know. And I said I'll never put myself in a position like that again. And I went through a few trials and tribulations after our divorce and stuff like that when it came to relationships or contracts, partnerships, or whatever. But then I learned my lesson and I got it together, you know. So yeah, I understand completely how you feel, you know. But you do what you got to do, you know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. You do what you got to do. I'm gonna end this energy right here. That's what I have for you today. Thank you.